We're back.
Welcome back, everyone, to depression-youarenot-alone.com. To my left is Shannon.
Hello.
Behind the scenes is John.
Hello.
Hello? What? No.
Oh, he said hello. We got him. He actually said hello.
That was a question.
Yeah.
And my name is Lou. Today we're going to jump right into it. This is going to be a short episode. We're going to talk about loneliness. Now, to talk about loneliness, I think, in my opinion, we need to make something clear first. People don't understand things that happen to others don't happen to them, right? Someone can say, listen, I've been lonely. Get over it, right? Get over it. But there are conditions that even though you didn't ever have to deal with them, it doesn't mean they don't exist, that they're not real problems. I think the pandemic has made things worse when it comes to loneliness for people.
Absolutely, it did.
Got people stopped going to work, started working from home. A lot of people continue to work from home. Don't go to the office anymore, don't interact with others. But there are consequences to loneliness. It's not just you're alone. Some people can say, I like being alone sometimes. Well, that's solitude, right? When you choose to be alone.
Yeah.
But you also have the choice of going out and interacting with people. It's what you're in the mood to do at this time. But loneliness, when it kicks in, it deepens, and it becomes a lifestyle. There are consequences to it. Physical and mental issues come from it. Stress.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, drug and alcohol abuse. People replace that interaction with others, socializing. They feel alone. They don't feel good about themselves. They feel like there's nothing for them. They can get into drugs and alcohol. Obesity, right? People lay around by themselves, bored, frustrated, start eating, watching TV, gorging. All of these things can happen. Effects on your brain.
Binge watching TV.
But the effects are not just mental, physical as well. But again, I think this is very important to mention, is that for those that don't understand, because I've been lonely, just like depression, and someone can say, well, you know, this happened in my life, or that happened in my life, and I was depressed. But I got over it, so get over it. You have to think outside of your life. And this is where there can be someone in a home where the family that's struggling with something, other people are like, okay, he's depressed or she's depressed. I've been depressed, right? I got over it. Just get over it. People don't understand. They can't think of outside of their experiences. And I think that's a big problem. Don't you agree?
Absolutely.
Having empathy for other people is something that, if you're going to help someone, you have to think outside of your situation. Think of their situation is different than yours, even though you've never experienced what they've been through. Just like there can be a drug addict, someone who's addicted to alcohol, right? And someone can say, hey, I drink, I can stop whenever I want. Okay, but you're not an alcoholic, right? Or you're not a drug addict, but there are people that are, and they struggle and battle. So we need to think outside of our own experiences in our lives. The other most dangerous thing about loneliness, of course, is that it could end up with people having suicidal thoughts, which is the worst.
It's the end, yeah.
That can happen.
Absolutely.
So, if someone's going through that, you know, what another issue I think in my opinion we have as people, as humans, is we tend to want to have it all fixed right now, or even when we're trying to do it, we want results right now, right? Like if someone is obese, they're unhealthy, they want to lose 100 pounds this week.
That's not going to happen.
And
it would be nice. It would be nice if that could happen.
Or they start walking, but they're so heavy, it's so hard that they give up. Instead of maybe losing weight first, changing the diet, losing 20, 30, 40 pounds, and then start to walk.
Yeah.
And then start to exercise.
Change your eating habits first.
With loneliness, people that have gotten to that point where it's now become a lifestyle, of being alone, hating it, but not changing it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to go out clubbing 7 days a week.
No.
You don't have a little change at a time. Going for a walk in your neighborhood. Maybe you meet a new neighbor. Wave hello. Maybe you stop and talk. Go to the store. Even if you're not buying anything, I don't mean grocery store, but going to like a home improvement store, a Lowe's or a Home Depot, looking at things, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just looking around at things, window shop. Maybe
There's so many things you can do.
jump on a bike. Yes, so many things you can do, but you don't have to do them all today. And that's where so many people get discouraged because they feel they need to change everything right now, all at once.
It doesn't work that
And
way.
then they fail. And then when they fail off, sometimes people fail, get back, as they say, get back on the horse, right? Sometimes people fail and then give up. I
Yeah.
tried, didn't work.
Most times.
Because you do a little bit at a time.
Baby steps. You do baby steps.
A little bit at a time. It's called working on yourself.
You try something. If you don't like it, you try something else.
Yes, and always try to do things you like. Because as we mentioned in the last episode, when you do things you like, better chance of long-term success.
Success, of course.
It's only logical. I can say that's my opinion, but it's actually true.
Yeah.
It makes sense. If you're forced to do something you don't like, eventually you're always looking to stop doing it. Right?
Absolutely.
When you do something you enjoy, you could end up looking forward to
Yeah.
it.
Go to the beach.
Go to the
Yeah,
beach
you
if
did-
you live near a
yeah.
beach.
If you live near a
maybe you
beach,
live in
of
a
course.
country, you want to go hiking, you want to go walking in the woods.
Yeah.
But like I said, even walking in your neighborhood,
Yeah, that's a big one.
getting on your bike, waving hello to people, they
Yeah.
wave hello to you, introduce yourself, little by little, little by little. But there are things we can do, and that is, for starters, do something.
Well, create the environment you want to be around. Something like that. You start with baby steps. You got to create something to get yourself there.
And goals are a great thing. Realistic goals.
Oh, they have to be realistic for sure.
Realistic goals. Because another thing we do sometimes is we set goals that are not realistic.
Yeah.
We don't succeed. We don't accomplish those unrealistic goals, and we give up.
And then you go downhill.
We give up. I can't do this.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You couldn't do it, and probably no one else either.
No.
You're setting goals that are unrealistic.
Yeah.
But for loneliness, as I said, I mentioned some of the effects of loneliness. If someone is depressed, has been battling depression, and let's say before the pandemic, they were battling depression, but they would go to work, they had a routine. The pandemic wiped out that routine. And they've continued in that routine. They don't go to work anymore. They work from home. They continue to work from home. Now they're alone. Now we've mentioned you can feel alone even with people around you. Imagine now you're not around people anymore. That depression could get worse and worse and worse. But we need to recognize these things. And this isn't just for people that are feeling this. This is for family and friends that
Yeah.
see, hey, so-and-so, I need to get her out. I need to get her out of the
Shopping,
house. Whatever. Or him. Well, I need to get him or her out of the house. We're going to go out. We're going to go do something. It doesn't have to be 7 days a week. Go bowling.
Oh, that's fun.
And,
Bowling's fun.
and the thing is, you know, someone can say, but I don't have people to go with me. Go by yourself.
Yeah.
Go by yourself and meet
Because they're
meet
right there.
people.
The lanes are right there.
And in doing anything, even if you're walking down in your neighborhood and someone waves hello to you from a distance, that's a
Stop.
nice feeling still.
Yeah. You can introduce yourself. I'm your neighbor that lives across the street.
And even if it's a wave and a smile, it's better than laying in your room by
yeah.
yourself, feeling miserable,
Yeah.
instead of seeing sunlight. Because You don't even realize it sometimes, but when you're out, the birds are singing. You may not even realize the birds are singing, but your brain does. Your brain picks up on it. The sounds.
Our birds are singing right now.
The sounds around you.
I don't hear any birds.
I do.
The visuals you have of things. Looking at different things. Seeing different things. A car drives by. There's someone walking a dog. Oh, that dog's cute. This and that. You know, instead of sitting in a room where the scenery doesn't change.
Stagnant.
Doesn't change.
Yeah.
Our brains are not meant to be staring at something every day that doesn't change. That's not who we are. Or even to be alone all the time. As I said, solitude. There are people, I'm one of them, sometimes I like to be alone.
Yeah.
A choice.
Yeah.
And now, and later today, I want to go out and do something. That's a choice.
Yeah.
But when you're not locked into that mode of loneliness to where it seems like you don't have a choice anymore. Now you're
Then you get
just-
stuck.
You're stuck.
You're stuck.
We
And you got to figure out a way how to become unstuck. Otherwise, it becomes so unhealthy, and you get so stuck in that routine. How do you get out of it? Because you're
Right.
putting yourself there.
But baby steps.
Yeah, just
Do something different.
15 minutes.
Set a goal. Tomorrow, I'm going to get in the car, or I'm going to go here, I'm going to go there, or tomorrow, I'm going to wake up in the morning, I'm going to go for a walk. Set that goal. That goal could end up being 2 days a week, 3 days a week. It could be a daily routine after that. And that loneliness starts to go away.
Well, the fun thing is the home. I don't know about all of you people. I mean, like everybody out there, but the home improvement stores now have Christmas stuff up. It might get you happy, excited. I am. He's not.
It gets
No, I'm
me,
sorry, I'm not excited for Christmas. It's
I
not even
am,
Halloween.
but I am.
it's
But
getting
not
me-
even Halloween.
It gets me asking, why now?
well, that is true. It goes earlier and earlier every year. But the Christmas, but it puts you in a light mood. You see
No,
all
it
the Christmas trees lit up, and it can bring back memories or whatever the case may be. It's happiness.
Like the
We're a
moment when the
month-
cat got up the Christmas tree.
We're a month away from Halloween. I'm sorry, I'm not thinking
Oh,
about Christmas.
I get so excited when I see Christmas stuff. I love it.
She's as
I'm
our
a
English friend
Christmas
says, she's a
fanatic.
little 6s and 7s.
Oh, whatever. I want the Christmas tree up now, and I have one up.
Well, you got these two.
But it puts me. But the point is it puts me in a good mood.
Then if that works, then that
And
works.
I pulled out all my Christmas decorations. I start decorating my Christmas with just one tree right now. I'm gonna do
Okay,
another
what you
one.
do is you go on YouTube and they got 24-hour Christmas music going.
Oh, I play
Some of these
Christmas music
videos
all the
sound-
time.
No,
Yeah,
believe me, she
I have it.
does.
I have it all going. I'm doing little baby steps each thing, but that's what makes me happy.
Okay, then that's an example. So for someone like you, there's got to be one other
There's
person
got to be many
Maybe
others
one.
that likes
on
Christmas.
a planet of billions. How many billions of people are there? There's got to be another one.
Seven.
Whatever.
Might be another one like you. I don't
Yeah, I
know,
think it's
somewhere.
7.
But if that's something that, you know what? Yeah, go to the store. Start decorating your house if you want. You can do anything you want.
Or
in your
for
place.
Halloween, whatever you
Or for
like.
Halloween. Do
Or a
whatever you
combination.
want.
Combination.
Whatever makes you feel
Santa
good.
Claus with fangs.
Go get your hair cut. Go get your nails done. Whatever makes you happy that you haven't done that you used to like to do, and then you've gotten stagnant with your life about it.
And that is the solution to loneliness. Now, it's not the solution. It's not a solution for everything.
No,
just
of course
doing that.
not.
You may need medication. You may need professional help. You may need therapy. Fine. Of course, we all know that. But there is things that we can do. If you don't set foot outside of your house and you're alone and you feel lonely, logic dictates
You're going to be
you get
lonely.
out of your house.
Well, you're going to be lonely
Even if
you
it's a
don't do
little bit at a time. Put the video game down for a little while.
that. Or even if you don't
Turn
play
the
a video
TV
game,
off
turn
for
the
a
TV
little
off.
while and go outside. Going outside seems to be this crazy thing that people just don't want to do anymore. Like we talked about in our neighborhood. There's no one outside.
Our neighborhood's a little
And people have asked,
I don't know.
where are we doing this? We're just in our back of our house. And this is our backyard, and the pool over here. So we do these outside because the weather permits. We're in South Florida. And by the way, Hurricane Ian came through. We got a lot of wind, a lot of debris, and we were nowhere near the storm.
No. Well, we were on the other side of the
On the
coast.
other side.
Yeah.
So for those that had to go through this, man. We've been through hurricanes. We've
Yeah,
lived in
it's
South Florida
devastating.
most of our lives, so we've been through hurricanes, and it's terrible. And
We've
hope
never
that,
had anything like that down here.
we hope everybody's okay. We went through Andrew too. remember?
Andrew.
Hurricane Andrew.
We didn't get a direct hit from Andrew.
Yeah, we didn't.
That
But
was
we
down
I
south.
got Wilma.
Oh yeah, we
I got the
one.
eye of
Wilma.
Wilma in my house.
Yeah.
I remember the eye going through. It was nice and calm, and then as it went through,
Calm before the storm.
holy
yeah.
hell!
All hell broke loose.
So for those that had to go
That was
through it, hey,
devastating.
we hope
Not
everybody's
for me.
okay.
I was in Iowa.
Yeah.
We hope everybody's okay made it through.
Of course.
Okay, we know a lot of people didn't, and it's sad, but it's nature. What are we going to do? But again, getting back to loneliness, we can talk about loneliness and what it causes and what it can cause and this and that. So like we said, I wanted to talk about what we can do, and that's little things like getting out of the house, calling a friend on the phone. I'm not texting them.
Getting back into cooking and maybe inviting a friend over or taking the food over to a friend's house or a neighbor's house that you don't know because you don't get out of the house.
Start cooking if you enjoyed cooking. If you want to try it, you always wanted to, then start doing it.
Yeah.
Take an art class. I mean, we can make a list.
Yeah, the world's
Of
at
a
your feet. The
million
world's at your feet with
things.
that.
But
to
you
do.
got to get down to looking at the causes. I mean, you've got people that have been lonely, started as kids. The parents would shove them in their room, just go away, leave me alone. They wouldn't let their friends come over. They wouldn't let the kids go to see their friends. And what happens? The kids get lonely. They grow up lonely.
But you can change
And
that.
many times lack social skills too, or they're not
And
comfortable
Of
with
course.
social
people.
skills.
That's why I say if you need to get help, get a therapist. And this is the other thing too that I mentioned earlier, just a few minutes ago, is us thinking outside of our situation, thinking that depression, panic attacks, loneliness. Well, I've been lonely, I've been depressed, I get over it. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? Okay, but there are different degrees, and for me, I have clinical depression. If I also had situational depression, of course, I lost my parents, I lost pets, I lost friends. Things have happened where I've been depressed because of a situation. But this is the problem when people don't understand because they've never been through it. What was it, Mr. Tom Cruise? Wasn't it Tom Cruise that said
Mental illness doesn't exist.
mental illness is not real?
Yeah, but
It's
he's a
not real.
little.
Okay, Tom Cruise. I've mentioned him before without mentioning his name. Now, I enjoy his movies.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
He's got a lot of kick-ass movies.
He's
I'm
got.
sorry.
He's a good actor.
And he's a
great actor. He's a great actor.
He's a great actor.
But he's
But
a little.
you shit to say that mental illness is not real. But you know what is real, Tom? Is when you die, you're going to have your own planet. That's real. Yeah, that's real. That's very reasonable. Very reasonable to say mental illness is not real. By the way, depression affects over 300 million people on this planet. But to you, it's not real. But you're going to get a planet when you die. Your wife had to escape. Your wife had to escape.
Wives
had to escape.
wives.
See, so you know what? There's stupidity everywhere,
Oh,
and
it's
this is the
everywhere.
problem. Let's say you're with someone like that mental illness is not real, and you have a mental illness, and you need help. Is that person going to help you? No. No. So that's why. Talk to other friends. If in your home and your family you don't have help, talk to other people. Talk to friends. Talk to a guidance counselor at school if you're a young person. Talk to other people if you don't have support at home. Because many people do not have support at home.
Oh,
just
gosh,
don't.
No.
Way too many people.
They just don't. We've talked about this. A young boy battling depression, doesn't know why he's crying, doesn't know, and dad will smack him across the face. Men don't cry. There's a lot of that.
And what happens with some of these kids? They end up committing suicide.
But the reason I bring up Tom Cruise is not because only celebrities matter. No, because you're someone that everyone knows. I can talk about my neighbor or whatever. People are like, okay, I don't know who
Who the
that
hell's
person
your
is.
neighbor?
But here's Mr. Tom Cruise, a world famous actor, a great actor, had said before that mental illness is not real. But yet he believes he's going to, again, as I said, he's going to die and have his own planet. Believes that shit. Doesn't believe shit that's real, that millions of people have died with, have committed suicide, have suffered with, that is real. That to him is not real. But having his own planet is real.
Must be a good planet.
You know, what planet is he living on today?
His own, Tom Cruise's planet.
But I bring this
But he is a good
I
actor.
bring this person up as an example because this happens at all levels. In homes. Parents aren't there for their children, for Christ's sake. Wives aren't there for their husbands. Husbands aren't there for their wives. These things happen. This is why, and this comes. The name of our website is youarenotalone.com. Because that feeling of being alone oftentimes goes hand in hand with depression. And so many times that person, when you feel that alone, it's not natural for us as humans to feel like that, to be alone, to not interact. Right? We lived in tribes, we lived in groups, we hunted. That's how we were created to be, right?
Yeah, for survival.
For survival, of course. You know, in numbers, there's strength. In the animal kingdom, it's the same thing, right? Most animals, they're in groups.
Packs.
Go try to mess with a baby elephant with the other elephants. Let me know how that works out
Ain't
for
gonna
you.
work out for you.
Or a gorilla, a gorilla
not
baby
gonna work out
with
for
the parent
you.
with the parent around.
We know
Let me know
all
let me
about
know
that.
how that works
That's
out
not
for
gonna
you.
work.
Look at how the lions hunt.
Yeah, all
Yeah,
about
exactly.
the animals. It's not gonna work
Well,
out.
the lions are smart.
So-
The males don't hunt.
so-
The females do.
so-
Okay, you go do that.
The
You go
key
take that.
is here is to try to step outside your comfort zone. Try to step outside that box
Yes.
that you are in. You're possibly stuck in.
Yes.
Baby steps getting out.
But do not put so much pressure on yourself that
exactly.
you're scaring yourself into doing it.
Yeah.
A little bit at a time. Even if you're going to be alone, but you're going to be walking
Yeah.
alone.
Even
But
if it's a
you're
block.
Out of the house.
Don't
Yeah.
forget that a lot of people
Outside.
that are lonely also are extremely shy.
Yes, and that's another
And
thing.
that's another thing they got to work over.
A little bit at a time.
It's just getting out
you
of the
don't have to
house.
get on stage.
No, you're
in
not.
front
You're
of
not
5,000
performing. You're
people.
not performing.
No,
a
perform in front
little
of two people.
bit.
You're not
Reasonable goals.
Set true goals for yourself.
Yes,
real
that
goals,
you
realistic
can
goals.
reach. And
you'll
also,
reach 'em.
also remember this about anything, whether it's alcohol, drug abuse, anything. When you stumble, don't give up, because it's okay to fail. Learn from the failures, and then do better next time. Because anybody who says, I can't, if I fail, I'm done. Really. The most successful people in the world
Fail.
have failed so many times before they became extremely
course.
successful.
How many times did Thomas Edison fail?
It's life.
It's a circle. It's how
The
it
only
works.
thing you can do wrong with failure is not learn from it.
Yeah.
If you don't learn from failure, odds are you might do it again. And then you're nowhere. So folks,
Start somewhere.
We wanted to keep this short, but please, and if you need help, get help. Talk to friends and family. Talk to them, those you trust.
Talk to a bartender.
Your
Just-
barber.
Just
Yeah,
talk to
Whatever
just talk
it
to whatever
takes.
you
Whatever it takes.
need. Whatever you need.
And we want to thank you for
Joining us.
viewing, and please visit our website, depression-youarenotalone.com. You can also follow us on Twitter and check out our shorts, because we do comedy shorts as well,
Yeah.
because a smile, a laugh is very
It's
important
fun.
for our minds. It is very healthy to laugh, to have fun, to smile, because there's enough things in life to make us miserable. No matter what, life can be hard for all of us. All of us. So,
Okay. So thank you for joining in.
and everyone, hey, be well, and we will talk to you again soon, and check out our YouTube channel for other videos as well. Thanks so
Bye.
much. And subscribe and give us a like, please.